Good morning, student. I, Purnima, welcome you to my class. And today we are going to revise chapter number 2 in detail about Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. We all know, children, like Mahatma Gandhi is very famous in our country. Everybody know him as Bapu or the father of our nation. Similarly, children, Nelson Mandela, everybody know he was a great hero and he gave freedom to the blacks in South Africa. So this story is this chapter is about Nelson Mandela, and at that time apartheid was being followed in this South Africa. So he had a war with the um, white people, and finally there was an end. Finally, there was an end to Mandela government. This white people, that means the foreigners, and Nelson Mandela became the president of the country. But then, children, he had to struggle a lot. Now, this whole chapter is written by Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. Okay, now about the author. Nelson Mandela was a great hero who gave freedom to the blacks in South Africa, and he was born on 18 July 1918 in the village of Mawezu in Umtata. So this is a new name for you. It's a funny name maybe for you, but the fact is that he was born in the month of July, 18 July 1918 in the village of Mawezu in Umtata. Then a part of South Africa's Cape province, Cape, that the down part of South Africa. So children, at that time, um, part of South Africa's Cape province. He fought against the apartheid regime of South Africa, which believed in racism. So children, mainly children, his main struggle was for against the apartheid. At that time, racism was there, prevailing in whole of the continent of Africa, and racial discrimination was there between white and the black people, and the black had to suffer a lot of things in their own country. They were treated like slave. They were not having any freedom, freedom of education, freedom of speech, nothing. So it was many patriotic people were there who fought against apartheid. Many, they have lost their life. They could not see the freedom of South Africa, freeing from the chain of apartheid. But then, children, it was Nelson Mandela who was also a struggle, who went to jail many times. He was the one who witnessed this day. So he fought against the apartheid regime of South Africa, which believed in racialism. He spent more than 30 years in South Africa's prison. So how many years he has spent in prison of South Africa? It was more than 30 years. And he became the first black president of South Africa. Now children, if you will see here, black and president, both are written with a capital letter. So because when you were writing the answer, I've noticed many people, they have not written president P with a capital letter. Now let me tell you, this is a rule of grammar. When some important person is there, when some VIP is there, when some celebrity is there, we have to write the name with the capital letter. Like the Prime Minister, PM should be written in the capital letter. Principal should be written in the capital letter. President should be written in, P should be written in the capital letter. So all this thing you should know. So he became the first black president of South Africa when his parts came to power in Mandela's title Long Walk to Freedom. And children, this passage is taken from a part of autobiography. He's written his autobiography, and Nelson Mandela, children, he has title Long Walks to Freedom, and in a saga of the glorious struggle that the black of South Africa waged against the apartheid regime to gain freedom. Okay, now I would like to tell you the theme of the story. What is this chapter is about? Already I have given a lot of hints related with the theme of the chapter. The lesson pays tribute to those black heroes and patriots who waged a relentless struggle against the apartheid or the racist regime of South Africa. Here we find a description of the inauguration ceremony held in the Union Building, attended by politicians and dignitaries more than 140 countries. So, children, where it was held, this I will be reading in detail while reading the chapter and while telling all this thing. So, the inauguration ceremony was held in the Union Building, attended by politicians and dignitaries from more than 140 countries. You know, once upon a time that these people, they used to think South African as a slave, the blacks were slave, but now these people were invited as a guest by these black people of South Africa. So at least 140 dignitaries from the country, okay, they came to witness the day. Nelson Mandela gave a message of peace and unity of mankind. He foresees a new regime which will be based on the quality of men and women. He hopes that in the new regime there will be no exploitation of man by another man. There will be no room for racialism and segregation in the new order. Okay, now children, this was the theme of the story. Now I would like to tell you the small main point or the short summary of the lesson. So my first point is first non-racial government. First non-racial government. Okay, it was 10th of May 1994. So this date is very important. 10th May 1994. This is a red letter day. That is the most important day. What is the meaning of a red letter day? The most important day. Okay. So it was 10th of May 1994. The day was bright and clear. The inauguration ceremony of the first non-racial government was held at the lovely amphitheater in the Union Building in Pretoria. It was the largest gathering of international leaders on South African soil. Politicians and dignitaries from more than 140 countries attended the ceremony. First of all, Mr. De Klerk was sworn in as second deputy president. So two deputy presidents were also sworn in. First was De Klerk. So he was the second deputy president. De Klerk was sworn in as second deputy president. Then Thabo Mbeki was sworn in as the first deputy president. Then second is Thabo Mbeki, first deputy president. So first deputy president was Thabo Mbeki and second was Mr. De Klerk. They were sworn as the first deputy president. Then came Mandela's turn. He was sworn in as the first black president of South Africa. Now, when he became the president, first thing, children, he has to give a speech. And he had given a bombastic speech. Okay, now what speech he has given? Mandela spoke how for decades South Africa was the seat of white supremacy. That means from long time, South Africa was the seat of white supremacy. Now the presence of all people confer glory and hope to newborn liberty. So now the presence of all people confer, confer glory and hope to newborn liberty, the black who were considered as outlaws not so long ago were hosting the nations of the world on their soil. Their victory over apartheid, their victory over apartheid was a common victory for justice, peace, and human dignity. Politician freedom had been won. Now they would work hard to liberate all their people from the bondage of poverty, deprivation, and disease. Never would South Africa again face the oppression of one by another. Impressive display of jet. Then there was a spectacular display of jet. South African jets and helicopters rode in perfect formation over them in the sky. It was also a demonstration of the military's loyalty to democracy and to the new government. The two national anthems were played. Now, children, our third point is impressive display of jet. Impressive displays of jet. Then there was a spectacular display of jet. South African jets and helicopters rode in perfect formation over them in the sky. It was also a demonstration of the military's loyalty to democracy and to the new government. The two national anthems were played. Sense of history. So now, Nelson Mandela was overwhelmed with a sense of history. A few years after the Anglo-Boer War, apartheid was introduced in South Africa. The society based on racial discrimination was the harshest and most inhuman society in the world. Now, a new system based on the equality of all men, regardless of their color and race, has replaced the old and cruel system. Okay, so now the third point is impressive display of jet. So then there was a spectacular display of jets. South African jets and helicopters rode in perfect formation over them in the sky. It was also a demonstration of the military loyalty to democracy and to the new government. Then two national anthems were also played. Sense of history. Okay. Now children's fourth point is sense of history. Nelson Mandela was overwhelmed with a sense of history a few years after the Anglo-Boer War. Apartheid was introduced in South Africa. The society based on racial discrimination was the harshest and most inhuman society in the world. Now, a new system based on the equality of all men, regardless of their color and race, had replaced the old and cruel system. Policy of apartheid. Now, next point is sense of history. Nelson Mandela was overwhelmed with a sense of history. A few years after the Anglo-Boer War, apartheid was introduced in South Africa. The society based on racial discrimination was the harshest and most inhuman society in the world. Now, a new system based on the equality and of all men, regardless of their color and race, has replaced the old and cruel system. Policy of apartheid. Apartheid created a deep and lasting wounds in the people. The decades of exploitation and oppression of the black produced heroes like Tambos, Sizzlers, and others. These black heroes were men of extraordinary courage, wisdom, and generosity. The greatest wealth of South Africa was not in its mineral and diamonds, but a man of such great character. So, children, it was a policy of apartheid which was practiced, and it created a deep and lasting wounds in the people. The decade of exploitation and oppression of the black produced heroes like Tambos, Sizzlers, and others. These black heroes were men of extraordinary courage, wisdom, and generosity. The greatest wealth of South Africa was not in its mineral and diamonds, but in men of such great character. Struggle of comrades. Nelson Mandela learned the meaning of courage from such brave comrades. Courage is the victory over fear. These comrades were ready to risk and sacrifice their life for an idea. The idea of freedom and equality, even in the darkest prisoners, their hopes and faith were not broken. They never allowed the flame of struggle to be extinguished. Twin responsibilities. Nelson Mandela thought that every man has twin obligation. He has a duty towards his wife and children and an obligation to his people and country. In South Africa, it was impossible for blacks like him to fulfill both those obligations. If any black tried to live like a free human being, he was punished and isolated. He was forced to live an isolated life away from his family. He was forced to live a life of rebellion and secretary. Joined the African National Congress. Mandela realized that not only was he deprived of freedom, but his brothers and sisters were also deprived of freedom. That was why he joined the African National Congress. It was his desire for the freedom of his people and their self-respect that totally transformed him from weak young man to a bold one. A law-abiding lawyer was forced to become an outlaw. He realized that freedom is individual. He knew the oppressed must be liberated. The oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed of their humanity. Both of them must be liberated. Okay. So now main points of the story I am going to tell. The inauguration ceremony of the first non-racial government was held in the Union Building in Pretoria. This is in South Africa. Politicians and dignitaries from more than 140 countries attended the ceremony. Nelson Mandela was then sworn in as the President of the Republic of South Africa. For decades, South Africa had been the seat for white supremacy. The black were considered as outlaws. Their victories over apartheid was a common victory for justice, peace, and freedom. Nelson Mandela was overwhelmed with a sense of history. The society based on racial discrimination was the harshest and the most inhuman society in the world. The decade of oppression and exploitation of the black produced heroes like Tambos, Sislers, and others in South Africa. Mandela learned the meaning of courage from such brave comrades who were ready to sacrifice their life for the freedom of their people. Every man has twin responsibility toward his family and for his people and country. If any black tried to live like a free human being, he was punished and isolated from his family and community. Mandela realized that not only he but his brothers and sisters were deprived of freedom too. His desire for the freedom and dignity of his people made him rebellion. He realized that freedom is individual, indivisible. Okay, so children, Nelson Mandela was the tallest of all the black heroes who waged a relentless fight against the racial regime in South Africa. He suffered untold suffering and tortures in prison but led the country to install the first democratically elected government in South Africa. He is grateful in acknowledging the unimaginable sacrifices of thousands of black heroes for the freedom of their people. And he told them that they were the real heroes. The freedom which we are going to get, it is just because of them. Now children, first of all, few points I would like to discuss, like apartheid. So apartheid is a political system that separates people according to their race. Can you say which of the three countries named below had such a political system? And very recently. So first is North of America, then South Africa, and then Australia. So we all know that it is South Africa. It is here that the policy of apartheid is practiced. Have you heard of Nelson Mandela? And his African National Congress spent a lifetime fighting against apartheid. So whole his life was sacrificed to fight against apartheid. Mandela had to spend 30 years in prison. So for that, he was fighting against apartheid. So he had to, children, spend 30 years in prison. Finally, democratic elections were held in South Africa in 1994, and Mandela became the first black president of a new nation. In this extract from his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom. So children, this is the extract taken from his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom. Mandela speaks about a historic occasion, the inauguration. Can you guess what the occasion might be? Check your guess with the news item on May 10, 1994. So children, what I will advise you, please do check BBC News of 10th May 1994. Okay, and thorough and full news you will be hearing. And children, Nelson Mandela has become South Africa's first black president after more than 3 centuries of white rule. Mr. Mandela's African National Congress, ANC, African National Congress. Party won 252 of the 400 seats in the first democratic elections of South Africa's history. The inauguration ceremony took place in the Union Building amphitheater in Pretoria today, attended by the politicians and dignitaries from more than 140 countries around the world. Never, never again will this beautiful land experience the oppression of one by another, said Nelson Mandela in his address. Jubilant scene on the street of Pretoria, followed by the ceremony with black, whites, and colored celebrating together. More than 100,000 South African men, women, and children of all races sang and danced with joy. Okay, so this is all. Now, a person who used to have a nice life when he was a childhood, he became the hero of the country after having a lot of struggle for his country. So children, sacrifices never go. The person who do sacrifices will never go empty hand in our life, and he has done a lot for his motherland. And finally he became the president of the apartheid free South Africa. Okay, and with this I end my revision here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.